Meanwhile, in the Hall of Just Us, we were about to play a wonderful video game named Injustice: Gods Among Us. Welcome, everyone. This is a little wonderful video podcast show called The Hall of Just Us, because we're the Just Us League, guys. How many people are in this room?
There are three of us?
Just us. Just us, really. It's just
three.
us.
Three, I can count. 1, 2, 3. But there will be a different three people at different points of the video.
Indeed. We'll let you know when we swap around, but as for right now, my name is James Story, and the other people that we have are...
I am Ben. Hello.
And I'm George. Hello as well.
Hello.
Further hellos.
And we'll be playing through some wonderful superhero-based video games to talk about how well they depict the characters that fill our many, many shelves and many, many years of our lives in reading, and the universes that they do, and also some of the mechanics that, let you play as Superman so you can throw people into the sun.
Yeah, it's a chance for us to talk about superheroes and comics and video games and superheroes in video games.
Many of these things are popular now.
We like these things. We liked them before they were cool, damn it. Yeah.
Yeah, before it was cool to, sitting on your own reading books.
Yeah.
But right now...
I don't go outside.
Right now, for Injustice, we'll be playing a kind of round-robin tournament where everybody plays each other, and then based on the number of victories, we will sort into a runners-up match and a champions match. And with us will be us three, and also some folks we'll be meeting later called Ty and Greg.
And you'll see who's playing in each match, because we'll put that up over the top of the fighters' little health bar things.
Indeed. So,
as you can see now.
The first one we have here is George's Deflouche.
He is Deflouche. He's super flushy.
Mary Allen, I believe his name is.
I've heard that the Flash is now the Impossible. Or rather, he was been made the Impossible.
Yeah, he saw the Impossible as a child, but then he became the Impossible.
Oh, okay, right, interesting.
And with the help of his friends, he's going to find more metahumans like him.
I don't know what anyone is talking about.
Okay.
Is this from the TV show that I don't watch?
Yes, it is.
Yes. And Ben will be playing a Scorpion, because what better way to kick off a comic book video podcast than playing as a Mortal Kombat character?
Well, I mean, we should talk about Injustice for a little bit. It's made by the guys from NetherRealm Studios, who are the Mortal Kombat team, and the mechanics for it as a fighting game are kind of somewhere in between Mortal Kombat and maybe Killer Instinct. It's you're definitely familiar with it as a Mortal Kombat player, but it's not exactly the same. The big one is that there isn't a block button, and the combos work slightly differently.
But yeah, it's definitely built on the mechanics that were established in Mortal Kombat 9. So there's the sort of special moves that you can pull off. In Mortal Kombat, it was the X-ray moves, and in this, it's the super crazy attacks you get, which you can see which Ben just pulled off now and missed.
I missed it terribly.
Bless.
See, I think this is about the point where George remembers how to play this game and beats me.
I said that as I run straight into an explosive device.
Yeah.
And I missed my special move as well.
Can't get anything done.
Both of us missed our supers. That's terrible. Oh, punched him right in the face.
So you see how Flash has those three little lightning bolts down by his name?
Yeah, that was the
just like charge attack.
No, it's the ability to slow down time.
Right,
but I don't tend to use it because
it's not very effective. It's also it's not super effective. I mean, I'm sure there are
Pokemon. Come on.
Fuck you. I'm sure there are people that are much more serious fighting game players that know exactly when to use it, but I've never found it particularly useful.
I'm gonna say I am not very good at these games.
Yeah, I'd say, George, you and I are probably the two people that are most into fighting games, and especially Injustice and Mortal Kombat games.
For saying that, this is the first time I play this game in at least a year, so...
My excuse is I play this on the PS3 and we were playing it on the Xbox 360 and it was completely different. I didn't know what to do. It's not my fault that I'm bad at it.
Okay.
It's no one's fault, guys. It's no one's fault.
Winner, George.
Yeah.
Who is two people fighting in the background?
It is Titania. I always get a name wrong.
Right,
and Atom Smasher.
Who
actually appeared on the Flash TV show. Initially, he's the original version. He's a villain.
Okay.
And then he's a hero.
They're like DC's version of the Inhumans.
No. I assume they're just it was weird. The Justice League cartoon had Titania. I always forget her fucking name. Titania.
Titania.
She's like, she used to be like a monkey turned into a giant woman by Gorilla Grodd, which isn't a comic book version, but that's the kind of hilarious one that I've latched onto.
Okay,
it's quite funny.
Super
Whereas
good,
Atom Smasher is literally a guy who gets massive in the same manner that your Goliath in Marvel does, your Giant Man and your Yellow Jacket do.
Anything involving gorilla supervillains is
It is
something that
great.
I'm on board with.
Just remember that was me thinking like, I'm gonna play as Green Lantern. Yeah. No, wait. No, I'm gonna play as Sinestro. Fucking great.
As you say, the best Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. He's the greatest Green Lantern of all.
Do you want to explain why you think Sinestro is the greatest Green Lantern?
I'll explain why Sinestro is the greatest Green Lantern. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, because he's not. John Stewart is.
Yeah, no, I agree with Ben. It's John
No,
Stewart.
based on a sheerly numerical performance level, like looking at the numbers of an orderly space system, then Sinestro is the greatest one. However, he does also have some character traits that obviously massively go off into evil territory. But like
He's an intergalactic fascist, you mean?
Yes.
Downside.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that he can make some of the tough decisions that Hal Jordan usually pussyfoots around.
You know, I think crime went down in Nazi Germany under Hitler as well.
Yeah, it did quite a bit.
It's not necessarily a good sign.
Yeah, but the
In and of itself.
entire Green Lantern Corps is ruled by a gang of assholes called the Guardians of the Universe.
Oh yeah,
You look like the Mars Attacks alien, according to the
exactly.
film.
Yeah, who are much worse. You see, like me, I'm even dressed as Green Lantern in the
Winter Coat, Deathstroke.
Oh,
Yeah, the Red Sun DLC Deathstroke costume that makes him look like a steampunk pirate, which is quite cool.
Yeah, I think there were 24 characters in the retail version of the game, and then 6 DLC characters, and you have 3 of those characters, right, George?
Yeah. Just buying at the didn't want to spend the money, but especially for General Zod. I don't know why that guy, but one of the DLC characters you can see in the background there, Martian Manhunter, just sort of floating around watching the fight, wondering if he's actually doing anything. Whilst these two villains are beating the shit out of him in his home.
He's just placing bets on us. He's just like, oh, I got 50 quackloos on the yellow dude.
I should call Cyborg up and we'll get some popcorn. I bet he's got a popcorn machine based on his like chest unit or whatever.
He's just gonna crunch
Oh,
yes!
this is the fucking worst.
Fuck
it is
you!
the worst.
Get out of here!
That was amazing when you pulled that
Oh,
off.
it's terrible. I was busy being super cheap and just shooting you again and again,
And
and
you
then
just
trying
pull
to
that
create
shit.
distance, and then you fuck up my fucking super.
Fucking have it. Unbelievable.
Saying that, I really like the Sinestro costume in this.
Yeah.
It does look very looks very sinister.
He's a nice evil-looking Sinestro there.
Yeah, more of an armored look, which a lot of the
Yeah.
characters have in this game. It works for most of them. The only one I say doesn't work for is the Flash.
Does this,
But that's why I play as his New
Yeah.
52 costume because I prefer that one.
Okay.
George, does Injustice have a logic for why characters that clearly have imbalanced power levels can have fistfights with each other? I can't
They do
remember.
it. It's part of the main plot of the story. The main plot of the game. In fact, it's not the story. That's not how that works. The main plot of the game is the DC Justice League story. Basically, Crisis on 2 Earths. So there's the evil Justice League on Earth 2. And basically, Superman is a dictator in this universe, but he's created basically to keep his foot soldiers, which are the other superheroes that have joined him, basically make them as strong as he is. He's created this these Kryptonian pills that make everyone super invulnerable and as strong as he is, but without the flight and the additional powers, it just makes them invulnerable and really strong. So
We should say that the actual story mode, the campaign in this game is really cool in the same style that the Mortal Kombat games have the
different
cheesy,
chapters,
really good fighting game stories. The NetherRealm make the best story modes for fighting games.
Yeah, and there's lots of great moments where you get to see it's obviously like an alternate because it's an alternative world, alternate universe, and there's different characters got different allegiances. And there's a great moment where Dick Grayson is you don't see it happen, but Dick Grayson as Nightwing have been killed at some point, and Damian Wayne had taken over. And that's not revealed until like midway through the game. And Batman has to fight Damian Wayne. There's a really cool moment where he's like, "I'm your son, you can't fight me." And Batman's like, "No, my son was Dick Grayson, and you killed him, and I'm gonna kill you now."
Oh,
and it's
snap!
Sugar snap.
and that's and really cool moments like that, and other things where like Lex Luthor's a hero. He also looks a lot like Bruce Willis in this game, like just in his face.
Unthinkable. I wouldn't
think of it.
Ah, here we go.
Your 2-cent titanium tax goes too far.
I say it doesn't go far enough. This is Shazam Superman.
Yeah, it's Shazam Superman fight.
Shazam, Superman. Which one did I go for?
The Man of Steel.
I should have
Superman.
gone Cyborg. I mean,
Yeah.
I do like the Man of Steel.
We'll
but
see
I do
Cyborg
like
Superman later on. It's all right.
Yeah.
Um,
and Henshaw. Oh, what a douche.
Went to space and his face melted.
Space face.
Far out.
Kiss my face.
I was talking to George about Shazam the other day and how he is basically Banana Man.
Wait.
Yeah, I got very upset when you pointed that out, and I was like, oh, he is.
He just doesn't have a crow that comes and gives him advice. That's the only difference.
No, he's got an old wizard called Shazam that
Look
tells
at
him
my
about
perfect
stuff.
hair.
I mean, it doesn't happen when he eats bananas. He has to say Shazam
You have to say
instead,
Shazam, which is a lot easier.
sillier. You should eat a banana. Bananas are good for you.
It's not like you can say Shazam in a conversation by accident, though.
Yeah, but you can't eat a banana by accident either.
No, good point, yeah.
Very, very good point. That's a very good point.
This has been Deconstructing Superheroes with George and Ben and Story. It's great.
What the hell's it got with your hands? Jesus.
Yeah, that was the actual character specific. Press B on Xbox and it makes his hands go lightning and
Right.
gives
Yeah,
you
each characters have a thing that either changes their weapon.
yeah,
or,
like
or
the one
flashes
you
the slowdown
just
time
used
on.
there, Story was increases your strength. So
Right, yeah.
So each of your punches and kicks does more damage.
Oh, we should also mention the so that you
Oh.
can see there's lots of stuff in the environment that the characters are interacting with, and characters interact in one of two ways, depending on whether they're like strength-based characters or more gadget-based characters. They'll either like jump off things or
Throw things.
like Batman will attach an explosive to one of the remote control cars, whereas Superman will just throw it at his opponent.
Yeah, mess that.
Yes!
Oh.
You just
Great.
just realised though, you just punched a kid.
Just punched him right into space.
Right.
Oh,
into
actually,
space.
no. I shouldn't have done this because it.
Yeah, it didn't take enough.
Yeah, it didn't take off the maximum amount. It just got you down to.
Yeah,
the
you should
armor
have
section.
waited until that bar was completely depleted,
Yeah.
and then
Those flying things come along way too often
Yeah.
on this stage anyway. Like the interactive.
yeah, this stage
background
has a
stuff.
load of interactive. Well, most of them have quite a bit, and you can also do the changing areas of the stage if you like punch someone through a wall and
Yeah, which is something they had in DC versus Mortal Kombat actually.
yeah, which is
But on a lesser scale, and
Kind of
you could do more
NetherRealms.
damage as they were going down by it became like
Oh, no.
like a matching game. Like you keep if you kept pressing X and they
Oh
press
no, I'm
X, you
gonna
could
die.
reverse it.
I'm gonna die.
yeah.
Oh no.
That was weird. And,
Ah, no, I'm not.
I like MK versus DC, but it's just not as good as the Mortal Kombat game that follows it, or Injustice. The like MK9 and Injustice are just much better games.
Can't believe that. I
Yeah, that
cannot.
really pissed me off right at that point.
Fucking cheap is what that was.
And I'm out of it. Fucking cheap bullshit.
And then
I
he
know,
goes off to
you
snap
can
someone else's
do it.
neck.
It's within the rules. I'm just saying
And
it's
now
cheap.
I'm going to fly around the world so I can do it again. Hopefully a bit better.
You murdered a child.
All right. Child man child.
But look, that being had only been alive for 9 years, and you murdered it.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, and I was quite angry at that result there, Story. You goon.
I got really lucky on that.
Edged that. That was
Yeah.
very close.
I have to rely on the like super attacks on fighting games like this so much.
I mean, that's fair enough because like you can get good enough that you know ways to counter those and like
Yeah.
can
Yeah, by
predict
jumping
when
and
they're
stuff, which
doing
I
them
thought
and-
I thought I'd managed, but I was in a ducking position, so I just sort of
Yeah.
just got grabbed by it.
yeah.
That's two different. Like you've won that one that was very close with a super attack, and you managed to nail your super at exactly the same time as me to counter mine
Yeah.
in a previous fight. It's you and your well-timed super attacks.
You get.
you
You utter bugger.
That's a word that doesn't get thrown around as a singular insult. You utter bugger. What is regime?
Regime is the name for the evil superheroes on the second Earth in this game.
Oh right.
So-
Under the Superman dictatorship.
Yeah, so there's the regime, and then there's the resistance characters. So like Batman's Batman is the resistance leader.
Yeah, the insurgency.
Yeah, insurgency. That's the one. Yeah, sorry. That costume looks kind of weird. The Batman one. It looks like it's got the cowl from the Michael Keaton costume on top of like some
Right.
weird armor. Because it's got that weird spiky bit where the cowl meets the rest of the costume.
Yeah. I'd love to see Batman in this game fight in the Michael Keaton armor where
He can't move his head.
Can't move his head.
Well, it's not just Michael Keaton. That's all of those 4 like Batman movies.
Yeah.
Because Val Kilmer and George Clooney can't move their head either.
Well, Val Kilmer does it famously in the Batplane when he goes. Thumbs
Yes,
up.
yeah,
When he
has to
awkwardly
turn-
turns aside and does a thumbs
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Catch me if you can.
Begin.
Based on that picture, Greg probably should have been Superman.
Wow. Greg spends a lot of time as Superman, just in his regular
Just in,
life.
just in real life, yeah.
Just day to day, running around as Superman.
Doing reporting stuff.
Sometimes he's just a regular man, but a lot of times he likes being a Superman.
This is Damien Nightwing rather than.
No.
This
This
is
is New 52 Nightwing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, no. Damien Nightwing in this game's has got the same
He's
colour
got
scheme,
longer
but he's
hair.
got really long hair,
Yes.
so it looks like you want to slap him even more.
I don't like Dick Grayson.
Oh,
Other than when he was
true.
Batman, which was really cool. Where in the Batman and Robin run that Grant Morrison wrote, when it's like Dick Grayson is Batman and Damien is Robin,
You tried to escape there.
that's really cool. But
Yeah.
otherwise, not a fan of Dick Grayson.
You're like, speed, you douche. Boom.
I'm surprised you managed to get the motorbike down there.
Yeah. Do the special attacks from the main characters all do similar amounts of damage? Oh my god, I can't believe
Yeah,
I-
they
I avoided
all
the
do
double
within
one.
like 2 or 3% of each other.
Yeah, largely. I think some of them might do slightly more, but they're like harder to hit because you have to be within a certain range or
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
airborne.
Have I
or-
actually been hit by a special attack yet? In my
No, I don't think so.
These fights?
A nice little
Seems to
cameo in the
dodge
background
himself.
from the Atom there at the computer screen.
Oh yeah, there he
He's
is.
working hard on keeping that portal operational.
Guys, calm down.
I think if you
I
get
like
there's too
the-
much damage, he just shrinks himself down and gets the fuck out of there. It's like,
Oh, shit's going down, son.
it's like this is.
That's how he speaks.
I
Have
cannot
to
deal
make
with
a
this kind of
PayPal
anarchy.
transfer.
I did like the Flash seemed
Nice
to be just
poke.
like shadow boxing really fast earlier.
Right,
Just
yeah.
standing
Yeah.
there punching the air.
Yeah.
Oh,
Got him
again.
again.
That was overkill as well. He's already dead.
damn it,
Stop!
Story.
He's already dead.
He's already dead. Plank.
Jesus.
My name is Barry Adam, and I'm the fastest loser alive.
As a kid, I saw a loser. Then I
Became a loser. Now, with the help of my friends at Star Labs, I found other losers like me.
The thing we should comment on in this game that is a bit disappointing is that most fighting games have really good announcers that are like the Mortal Kombat one where you select your character as Scorpion, and this one is a weird, very kind of
Robot lady.
lukewarm robot lady.
This goes,
It's just
The
like,
Flash.
the Flash,
Flash.
Sinestro.
Lobo.
Bit me.
What? Bit me. Is she having a
Bit
fucking
me.
Is that electronic stroke?
Bit me. Kill me.
I wish I was.
I
there.
am not a robot. I'm a woman stuck in a cardboard box.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I think this is where Ty showed. Is this Ty fighting in this
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
Yeah, it's where he showed his love for throwing objects at people as opposed to fighting actually.
What's-
Hey, you said TIE fighting.
Ty fighting.
That's like the Star Wars.
Hey guys, look, it's Wonderful Woman.
Yeah, Wonderful Woman and a
And
cardboard
her
cutout
mother,
mom.
Pretty Lady.
Yeah.
Red Sun Wonder Woman as well.
Yeah, that's a cool costume.
Yeah.
This game does a good job with I like the designs of the outfits that they do in the core game, and then a bunch of great like unlockable skins and DLC skins and
Yeah. It's got a good voice cast this game as well.
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
quite a lot of the it's the Trinity from Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. So it's fairly sure it's Tim Daly, the Superman. Might be George Newman, but they sound exactly
I
the
think
same.
I think it's Tim Daly.
Yeah, Susan Eisenberg as Wonder Woman and Kevin Conroy as Batman. So, plus like a lot of other cool guests, like Alan Tudyk is Green Arrow in this game, and Adam Baldwin.
Oh, you missed me again!
Wait, who does?
What is going on here?
Yeah, Adam Baldwin.
Adam
Phil
Baldwin is
Lamar.
Green Lantern
Oh, right.
Yes,
in this
that's
game,
right.
and Phil Lamar is Aquaman.
Yes.
I would have paid
And if
that Adam Baldwin as a better, like a Guy Gardner.
Yeah,
Kind of
he
voice.
plays military roles really well.
Yeah.
And,
Adam Baldwin was Superman in the Superman Doomsday animated.
yeah,
right?
which
Which is not a great.
but it's got some really good voice acting.
Yeah, him
Bruce.
and James Masters both do a really good job. James Masters,
He's
people
Lex-
will know from Buffy as Spike, but he plays Lex Luthor in Superman Doomsday, which is a bad DC animated film.
The first like animated film outside of any of the cartoons actually. Outside like the Batman animated series or Superman animated series, it was their first one they started on.
Because their animated universe is normally of a pretty high standard.
Yeah, which is a shame about that one.
There's the Wonder Woman film is it's pretty good.
With Nathan Fillion as Steve Trevor.
Yeah,
So that means he's played Steve Trevor and Green Lantern in a couple of those
and
films.
Hal Jordan. Yeah, he was Hal Jordan in. Was he Hal Jordan in First Flight or Emerald Knights? I can never remember which
think
way
it's
around.
First Flight, I'm gonna say, but don't quote me on that
That's
because it could easily be
Oh.
the other one.
oh,
But he plays a really good Green Lantern. He did it in the Flashpoint Paradox as well. Obviously that's an alternate universe. But
that's
he
the
did play
one
that.
where they've drawn Aquaman to look like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
Which
with
is
his fucking
amazing.
wide as
He's
shit head.
so fucking massive. Aquaman smash fishies. Right, we have swapped out George and Story, and we are now joined by Ty
Hello.
and Greg.
What's going on,
So we're gonna
baby?
talk about more of the fighting and the DC and so on.
So, whose match are we
Who is
watching now, or does it?
Has it got me?
do-
Has it got
I
me?
believe we're watching Ty
Yes.
as Deathstroke and me as Doomsday.
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 I'll be honest. I said this earlier. I still don't get what the Oomsday reference
Yeah.
is.
we just go along with the ride.
Just parrot it.
I don't get. don't get it.
I think it's from a Robot Chicken episode, but I also don't remember what it's from.
Ah.
Also, I picked the best Doomsday costume. The
Yeah.
one where you don't have to see his face.
Oh no! I'll
He's not got his arm tied around his back. He's tied.
Now I'm seeing you did actually put little pictures at the top.
Yes, I did, to make sure that it's easy to tell.
That's a very old picture of me. You could.
That's very thoughtful, Ben. I appreciate it.
Well, I chose pictures of us dressed as superheroes, and I wanted one from you as Hawkeye, but
There's
there
not
wasn't
that
a good solo picture of you.
Hawkeye isn't a solo character. He's more of a team player.
Well,
I thought you'd understand that, Ben.
I do understand that, but when you're cropping it into a little portrait, you need something
Yeah.
that's a little bit easier. So I
That face paint is on point, though.
yeah, that was some good. That was you or, like us on a pub crawl, and you were already like 5 pints deep or something at the
Yeah,
start
yeah.
of
It was because it was a garden party. They was already doing a they was doing face paints at this garden party, and so I was asking, like, "Can you put some flames on my face?" and she was like, "I'm not going to put them around your mouth so you can get pissed and not smudge your paint." It lasted all night. It was. In
Yeah,
my,
that was really well done face paint.
It was in my hair for like 2 weeks afterwards. My mum was like, "Why have you dyed your beard red?"
I've totally forgotten what that character's called. It was
Pyro.
Pyro.
Is Pyro?
Yeah, it's Pyro.
from the X-Men.
Yeah, 2 t-shirts and some some cable
And some goggles. Don't forget those goggles.
Yeah, 250. They're like 12 quid at cons.
As opposed to my wonderful Thor costume, which is really easy to tell what it is from that portrait, which has now gone off screen anyway.
The honor was great, but it sort of disintegrated like halfway through the punk crawl. Like it's the parts of the hammer that I can fall.
Oh yeah, and all the plates off my
the hammer.
breastplate.
Yeah.
Everything just fell apart.
I like that.
Just like my life.
Yeah.
Full on Ragnarok, man.
Yeah. That's what happens if you let Oomsday run wild.
Fucking hell.
What full-on Ragnarok?
I'm trying
How-
my hardest to do what George said and not discuss.
Don't talk about it. Don't mention the war. Greg, yeah, you're a Superman fan, right? You like the Superman.
I'm quite partial to Superman. I do. He's okay, I guess. He's alright.
It's general DC Universe stuff. Like, are you currently reading any Superman books?
No. Currently, I'm just reading. Right now, I'm reading like Daredevil stuff. But
Jumping on the bandwagon.
Greg, look next to you.
Oh boy! Oh, what is it I have here? The Death of Superman. My
Everyone's
favorite.
favorite comic.
God, it's trash.
For anybody, for some reason, watching this that hasn't seen Max Landis's Death of Superman video, you should really watch that. It's very funny.
It's funny and also
Accurate.
I will say that was like at the very beginning of the video, he says one thing which I really don't agree with. It's like who actually cares about Superman? I'm just like, I do, and so do most other people who read his comics.
I only care when he's Dean Cain.
It's only Dean Cain.
And I only care about Dean Cain when he's Superman. They need to coincide. Otherwise, I don't care about either of them.
It's like a weird like Venn diagram. You only care about the intersection. Anything either side, don't fucking give a shit about.
Exactly.
I would weigh in here if I didn't really. If I read more Superman.
If you bothered to watch all of Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman.
I like those. Like, I did watch it when I was younger.
Yeah, I still need to actually watch a lot more of it.
Like,
how many seasons are there? Because
4 seasons.
It's 4 seasons.
Like, I remember the very first episode of Smallville coming on, and I watched the episode. I was like, "Where's Superman?" Because I was too young to actually go, "Well, this is probably an origin story." And at the time, I was just like,
or even just this is a different show with a different actor.
yeah. I half expect it to coincide like Lois and Clark sort of stuff.
Right. Do you guys know much about Lobo? Because I basically only know. I think he was created in the 80s as a villain, and then like basically had nothing. They didn't use him very much, and they kind of brought him back as an anti-hero that's a badass space biker mercenary guy.
Because I wouldn't say I know a lot about him. I've seen like in the Superman animated series, he pops out quite a lot, which is great. 'Cause he's fucking amazing in it. And like as like some, I think it's like in the 80s they had this like a really popular solo series, which is the main man.
Yeah.
So like that's like when people talk about Lobo, that's usually what they're thinking about that series. And there's even this great crossover with The Mask, which was fucking weird. It was just like two like fourth wall breakers who didn't give a shit about anything, just colliding, and it was so weird.
So Lobo's fourth wall breaking.
I guess he can be, not well. I'm not definitely no expert on the character.
So
I haven't read it a lot.
He's not quite DC's answer to Deadpool, but
I guess not. But like from what little I've read, he's it's quite self-aware, I guess.
all right, cool.
But
I really like the character's design, and
yeah, he looks awesome, which is why I'm disappointed. Like this, again, I'm not like a massive expert, and I haven't read a lot about Lobo. From what little I've seen and read, he was fucking great. And of course, in the New 52, when they reintroduced Lobo, he looks nothing like good Lobo, and acts nothing like good Lobo, and it's just fucking like. I'm not really sure what to say. It's just edgy. It's just edgy bullshit. It's like, oh, he's a space bounty hunter and he can't die.
But Greg, the answer to all of DC's problems is always reboots.
It's fucking stupid.
Restart the universe.
That seems to be the answer to every bloody superhero thing nowadays. Reboot. Spider-Man knows. He knows what I'm talking about.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, but at least Marvel don't seem to do it like
Well,
on a cycle of like reboot the entire universe every 5 years.
Like even with their biggest recent event with Secret Wars,
Yeah.
it's not like they reset the universe. It's just
Aha! I won.
They
Yes,
streak- they just
I am
streak.
the best.
of course you are. I mean, not only
It's my first victory.
it's like you're playing the main man. Also, like fucking suck at fighting games. Also, I've never played Injustice before.
Secret Wars was just disappointing.
I'm bad.
Oh, I'm so cool. Look at how cool I am.
Ooh.
Smoking my cigar with my feet up on my motorcycle.
You look quite similar. Like, really similar.
Striking.
Except he has a lot paler skin.
and a
in
lot
that
darker
I
hair.
have long hair
And a
beard.
motorcycle, and
And he's in a lot better physical condition than I am.
nah, that's just a outer layer, like a muscle suit. That's all it is.
Okay.
It's really what inside that counts, Ben. And deep down, I know you are the main man.
What's inside? Cholesterol.
Cholesterol,
Mm.
blood mostly, and blood and guts.
Why not blood and guts?
Yeah, Lobo's a character I feel like I should read a lot more of, but of course, there's a lot of these characters and a lot of this other stuff where it's like, you know, a lot of the stuff I want to read, and it's really cool looking. It's like from the 80s or something, and it's quite hard to get a hold of it.
Yeah.
And it's like
Nightwing from the 80s.
Nightwing, 80s
Boo.
disco Nightwing.
Boo. Dick Grayson.
Oh.
Boo.
He just looks like he wants to
quite
go
like that.
Saturday Night Fever all over that dance floor.
Lots of people hate that outfit. I think
I love it.
I love that outfit. It's stupid, but it's great. I love disco Nightwing. It's juicy.
As much as I like the costume now, it's
Boo.
just Nightwing stood out.
Like
Nowadays, it just
Golden
blends
Boy.
into the background with the rest of the Bat family.
If only he would, go away forever.
why don't you like Dick Grayson?
I liked him when he was Batman and Damian was Robin.
Ben doesn't like Dick.
This-
That's the
yeah,
reason.
I don't like.
He
Dick.
doesn't like a bit of Dick.
I don't want the dick. Is that? That looks like a Stephen Amell version of Arrow. Yeah, it's the TV series Arrow skin. And you're there as Ares, the god of war type.
Which I know. Everyone, I just compare him to like Marvel's got Ares, which is just crap. He doesn't really appear much.
Marvel's Ares is a massive douche. This Ares is also a douche, but I think in a different way.
I was in a the New 52 Wonder Woman comics had Ares quite predominantly, but that interpretation of him was a lot more interesting than just a warmongering asshole.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, I think he's actually
He's-
in the DC universe. Ares is a character, not just a. I'm going to start a fight with you because I'm Ares.
Yeah,
This
and
is-
especially in the Wonder Woman comics, he's like instead of pictured like he is here as a fucking Spartan warrior, he's more like just he looks like a. His design is really cool. He just looks like a frail old man with a long ass beard, and it's like for some because gods and shit, his like feet are constantly covered in blood.
Yeah.
And it's really like ominous design, but he always acts, he acts kind of like an arsehole, but it's like. So,
Who did the art in that New 52 Wonder Woman? Because I really liked the style of it.
I'm not sure how you pronounce his second name, but it's Cliff Chang.
Yeah.
Or Chiang,
Yes.
I don't know. His art is really, really good. I really liked the way he drew Wonder Woman, like, as in fucking tall as shit and looked like she could wreck people.
Yeah, she's a wrecking machine.
She's a wrecking machine. She is an Amazon warrior, so you probably would expect her to be like. Grr! And
Is that a technical term?
Yeah, it's
Grr.
terrible. It's in the Greg personal
I
dictionary.
recall in Rocky often. Rocky's a grr. He's a rocket machine.
Yeah. Fucking. New 52 Wonder Woman. It's good. Art's good. Ares good.
Some,
Other-
Isn't
some
the po-
real articulate
Isn't
shit
the point of
there,
Ares
I know,
that
right?
he has to have like fights because that's where he draws his power from, like wars and stuff for human life. War.
Pretty much.
'Cause that's
yeah.
what I can gather because I don't really
But-
know much about it.
From what I understand. Yeah.
Right, I understand from a certain point of view.
Games like well, actually, there's it wasn't Ares, but in Justice League Unlimited, that was the Obliterator, or whatever it was called, which is a machine created by Ares, and that literally was only powered by violence. And so the more people were people were trying to stop it by acting violently towards it, and of course it just kept on going
you
and
need
being
you need to sit down,
getting stronger.
offer it a cup of tea, and maybe suggest that it plays a game of Snap with you.
Sure, his name's not Doomsday.
That's wait what?
Doomsday isn't powered by violence.
No, is it? No, is he
really.
not?
It's
It does not get stronger like the more like energy towards him or something.
Yeah, but he's not.
I
It's
think-
not quite the same. It's like if you sat and just offered, if you were non-violent towards Doomsday, he could still smash you.
Oh
He'd
yeah,
fuck you
I
up.
still get that, but I mean, like he draws like more power.
Yeah,
That's why he's had.
That's
to
just energy absorption, I guess. I always really like those weird abstract things which you usually get in like these stories involving gods and shit.
Like that, powered by violence sounds really cool. Like,
Yeah,
just
it's just it was a really cool episode, and it was great because at the end, of course, when they figure it out, they're like, "Oh, everyone just stop shooting in it," and it just everyone calms down and just stops, and it just powers down and shuts off. And it's like, oh, on the day.
I was hoping they all sat down and had a slice of cake.
May as well have done. That'd be great.
They all drank lemonade.
Some Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Cyborg Superman.
Was this me playing a cyborg?
It is.
Superman?
It's
It was.
you and Ty.
Oh
Actually,
yeah,
me.
no,
It's
George.
Greg and
Oh
Josh.
yeah, you're right.
I just got dicked on. Well, I don't think any of the Injustice stuff. I was really fucking bad at it, but I did win one single match in Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
You did indeed, as we will see in a different video.
I was bad at it.
Greg, continuity, man. Continuity.
Sorry,
That's all right.
that's spoilers. It's,
Greg,
No,
there's
you're
no
wa-
suspense anymore.
You're watching this live. It's happening now in front of your eyes.
quick make like button clicking sounds.
You thought it. You thought it was over.
That's
It
just
is
hand
now.
boning. I got the fever.
Just shooting right over Superman's head there. Cyborg Superman, always everyone's favourite Superman.
Greg, you're doing so well.
Other than Metropolis Kid, of course.
Hey, Metropolis Kid.
Don't call me Superboy.
I like Metropolis Kid.
Greg, would you say fighting games are your forte?
Clearly. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know what the buttons do. The only fighting game which I've ever been somewhat relatively good at was Skullgirls, and I haven't played that for like
I never
half a
played
year. It's really fucking good. It's really good. Like animation-wise, it's great. Art style is great.
Was that the one that was kickstarted, or there was something kickstarted on it, or am I thinking of something else?
I'm not sure if Skullgirls itself was kickstarted, but I know I can't remember what the developers are called, but they also kickstarted a new project called Indivisible.
That might be what I was thinking.
What are you saying? Don't you mean like DOA Extreme is your favorite fighting game?
Of course, Dead or Alive, beach volleyball.
If that can be classed as a
Extreme
fighting game.
beach volleyball. 2.
DOAX Beach Volleyball 2. That's the
Oh.
best one.
Oh, so many
boot
improvements.
physics.
Oh, you got to have all of those like giant plastic breasts that wobble around, like
Especially when there's, like, jet ski.
like jelly. They move like jelly. But in those games, you could spend a lot of time collecting different bikinis.
Did you ever see the movie of Dead or Alive?
The one with
I had no idea they made a movie.
Yeah.
with what's
That's a
her
bit
face
depressing.
that used to be in Neighbours, Holly.
And there was the one who played Joy in My Name Is Earl as well.
Yes. That film was bad. Like,
Yep.
I was gonna say even by films based on video game standards, but
like-
actually no, it's probably about average by
Like
films
fight-
based
like
on video game standards.
Fighting video game films aren't generally good, but like the Tekken
Hey,
one,
at least
like
they're
Tekken
fun.
one, like the fighting in Tekken, the film was really good.
The first Mortal Kombat film is fucking great.
Oh god, yeah. But the second one is just like so
Oh.
many characters. Let's not introduce
it's
them properly.
garbage. Yeah,
Like they even mentioned like Stryker and Cabal. Like, why didn't you have them two in it?
I feel
Like they would have been
because
really
they couldn't
interesting.
afford the costumes.
I feel like I'm
Couldn't afford
missing out.
anything. They couldn't.
I haven't really watched a lot of these fighting game movies, but I'm always told they're both bad but hilariously
Okay,
good.
we have to watch the Mortal Kombat film. 'Cause-
Okay, because I mean,
Annihilation isn't hilariously bad. It's
No.
just bad.
Yeah, Annihilation is no fun, but
Well.
the first Mortal Kombat film
This-
is genuinely
this-
like a really fun, stupid action movie.
In the second one, there's a scene where Raiden faces Reptile, and there's a bit where they're doing spin kicks on the spot and they're not connecting, and like they're just doing that for a few seconds, and it's just like you two should just fight. Just someone hit someone, please.
so it's like the lightsaber fights in the Star Wars prequels.
That's it.
Just-
No, the
just,
one
just flippy shit for no
Pir-
reason.
Pirouettes for days.
in the second one, yes, and the General Grievous one, because it's just General Grievous spinning some lightsabers around. I was trained to use a lightsaber, but I'm going to use none of that training. Use cybernetics. Let's go.
Right, since both of you are fans
Oh.
of Nightwing,
Yeah.
explain why.
What?
What do you like about Nightwing?
I like the concept of Nightwing.
I mean, I wouldn't say saying
What?
I'm a
What-
massive fan. Of
What's the
Nightwing.
concept of Nightwing?
The
that
concept
you
of
like?
Nightwing is it's basically like not many sidekicks can then go on to be well, not as big as who they were supporting, but he was big. He comes out of the shadow and becomes by himself.
So do you like the fact that he's a sidekick that kind of managed to break out and stand?
Yeah,
on
you
his
can't
own?
really say that about the other Robins. Like
Well,
Red
Red-
Hood,
Red
like Red
Robin
Hood or
has-
Red Robin.
Red Robin has a couple of times, but yeah, probably not to the same extent that Nightwing
Yeah.
was in the late 80s and
and
90s.
he becomes Batman at one point, doesn't
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was
it's
like,
the only
the
time I
best.
liked Dick
he?
Grayson.
Yeah.
I was like that part with Dick Grayson as Batman and
Yeah.
Damian Wayne as Robin was juicy.
Like, I
It
like
was
Damian
I mean,
good.
it helps that Grant Morrison wrote it and
Yeah.
and Frank Quitely
Quitely
did the art, so it was just like an amazing comic book.
It was a dream team, baby.
Like anybody that hasn't read that, it's Batman and Robin, Batman versus Robin, and Batman and Robin Must Die. I think are the names of the 3 volumes. But you should check those out because they're really fucking good.
They have really nice covers as well. The trades just
Yeah.
look really nice. But more importantly, they read really well as well, and they have good stories. And the art's great. Even when the art's not being done by Frank Quitely, it still looks fucking gorgeous.
I like Sinestro just hanging out here torturing Nightwing. I'm just gonna hold you up here for a while.
You
He's
should-
not struggling. He's enjoying himself. He's having a whale of time.
Sinestros kind of like
Who won this one, Greg? I don't remember.
Oh.
Greg, who lost?
Ty, you bastard.
I can't say like I've played a lot of fighting games since like PlayStation 2, but like I did play a lot of like Tekken. That was kind of my fighting game. Tekken 2 was like really good. Then Tekken 3 was kind of the thing where I really got into them.
I remember being really, really good at Tekken 2, which I think just means that I was good at it amongst my friends, and if I actually played it against anyone that knew what they're doing, I would be terrible. But yeah, I really liked Tekken 2 and 3.
Tekken 4 was okay. Then like Tag Team was good, but then like Tekken 5 and Team Tag 2, and Tekken 6.
I like Tekken 6.
The
It's
story was
weird
just-
though. It's
yeah.
really it's a really weird, and the way that it's like the campaign mode is kind of a beat 'em up, but in a 3D brawler mode, and then with like fighting game stuff for
Yeah.
the bosses. It's really odd and it's
Like-
really cool, but
Like Tekken 3 had the it wasn't time attack mode. It was like Tekken Force mode, where you had to go along and you face like those foot soldiers.
Plus-
Plus, you face like a boss at the end.
plus who doesn't love like evil fathers from giant evil corporations throwing their sons off mountains and their sons coming back as devils, and then having other sons that come back as angels and more
Yeah.
throwing off mountains?
Why
Who
not?
doesn't love any of that?
I haven't-
Plus there's a bear
There's
and a kangaroo
Oh,
and a
Puma,
dinosaur.
Puma and Panda.
Yeah.
Is it yeah.
Kuma.
and
Puma, that's-
what about King, the guy with the leopard head?
No, it's just
Well,
a
he's
mask,
just a guy in a like tiger suit. King is a wrestler.
Oh, this is me.
He's great.
Yeah, this is the playoff for third place
me and you.
between me and Ty. I foolishly I wanted to play as a character that we hadn't seen yet, and so I picked Batman, who I should really have remembered. I am not very good
I
at.
just played Mortal Kombat enough times to know what Scorpion's
Yeah.
doing there.
I shouldn't have picked Batman. I don't like the way Batman controls in this game.
Water Tower. Wait for the Water Tower. Where's the
Oh.
Water Tower? Everyone's favorite comic book site. Water Towers.
Needs,
Well, it's
needs
like-
more water towers.
If you ever hear Dave Gibbons talk about the first time he went to New York, he will just talk about water towers and the fact that they really existed, which apparently was surprising to him.
They were there, I promise.
Like,
I don't
I
believe
saw
you.
them in all my Spider-Man comics.
I don't
and they
believe
were
you,
really
Dave.
there.
I like that Scorpion.
Yeah, it's cool Scorpion design. I
I-
feel like of Mortal Kombat characters, Scorpion and Sub-Zero are probably the two that would fit in best into the DC universe.
Reptile
Maybe
as well.
I was thinking maybe also what's he called? Why can't I remember characters' names?
Which one?
Goro.
Not Goro, the one, the Australian one with the
The guy for
Shit.
wait,
not Cable, the other one.
Kano.
Kano, yeah.
Yeah, but
He
he was
could be a good DC villain.
in the first few games. He was very like he was actually quite smart. And but like after the films, he made him a drunk. He made him a drunk and kind of slobby, just because in the films like he was a lot more popular, just like Nick Fury was, and they sort of created Nick Fury Jr.
so that they could have Samuel L. Jackson looking Nick Fury in the regular Marvel universe.
Yep. And so people would like they introduced Coulson as well.
And there, Ty has secured the much vaunted third place in this competition.
Yep.
Meaning that Greg was 5th and I was 4th, and we were going to pause briefly and swap out so that George and Story can talk about their final match.
Later, at the Hall of Justice.
So we're back with George and Story to talk about the finals
For your main event.
after my crushing defeat to Ty.
Oh.
Should never have picked Batman.
Ooh. Painful.
Ooh.
I'm no good as
Ooh,
Batman.
suit you, sir. Ooh.
Shoot you.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And I'd like to point out that during this this match, I decided that we'd have the gambit of playing only as female characters.
Yes.
Which
yes.
I initially felt would go to my advantage, but
You try to be crafty.
I was trying to be
But it
crafty because
backfired.
I was going to play as.
You're thinking about Killer Frost.
I was thinking about Killer Frost, but then I think she's kind of lame, and I was like, oh no, I'll play as Hawk Girl. I like Hawk Girl. And then almost immediately after picking her, so literally at this point, I was like,
This was a mistake.
I shouldn't have played as Hawk Girl. Because I remember before when we were having a practice, me and Ben practicing before we actually started doing the recording, I was like, I only just beat Ben as Hawk Girl, and that was mostly by mashing. And I was like, she's really slow, and Batgirl's really fast, and Batgirl people who play as Batgirl tend to do really well with her. I'm like, this was a mistake
In
right
a
off the bat.
In a further
good one.
slight
Very good
defense of myself at being bad at this game, I am slightly better when I'm just playing and there's no one else in the room.
Yeah.
It's like
It's like,
Right,
but
yeah, I
yeah,
remember that.
Ben does get stage fright. It does happen all the time.
Yeah, it does. Look at she just fucking flying away from
Yeah, this is the point
Get
where I was
away.
like, I don't really know the controls for her, and I just lost my hammer, my mace, in fact.
Yeah, mate.
But we are fighting inside the Metropolis Museum, which there are a few funky references to things.
So
There's
it's
there's a
awfully-
nice green car up there.
Ooh,
yes,
Which is the one that Superman
Comic
is
Man
in.
number
yeah.
one.
Yeah,
very
nice
good,
little
very
bit of
good.
Batman and Robin things in the.
Tell you what, it's kind of hard to see Batgirl in here. It's very gloomy.
yeah, it's dark and shadowy, and she's mostly in black.
And I just totally missed it.
I'm
Like,
not-
this is the point where I realized I was totally screwed.
Oh right, yeah, that is a lot of.
I just feel like I'm just
That
gonna
is a
keep
pretty
keep
big
like X Y X
differential.
Y X Y X Y.
Yeah.
Oh,
special move.
Yeah, see,
Their
first
story,
we
you,
hit
you got hit by a special move.
It's
Donk.
Oh,
Probably the most violent
just
looking
ouch.
one. Like,
Caving in her skull. This is classic Barbara Gordon Batgirl, which I'm not a big fan of this outfit though. I
No, it's a
really
weird
like the
one.
current design of with the yellow boots, the current Batgirl outfit.
Oh, so many pockets.
yeah, even the new 52 costume is a better one than this one.
Yeah,
I think
I
they did
don't
this
think-
one. This I don't like the weird yellow. It's like a weird chest piece that it's got going. Other than that,
Brought
it
it
is a
back
bit too
there. We're
dark.
pretty much level now.
Yeah, no, I brought it back, but I was
Right.
still really like because you've hit me like twice there and taken off way more health than me.
Yeah, it's my
Well,
electro
you've-
hands.
Yeah, you've got your.
Yeah, and then you got your special move up, which I
Yeah,
remember being
yeah.
like, you're like, I don't know how to do my special move. Then I immediately just said, oh, jump and do it. I was like, why
Why
did
would
they
you tell
say
me
that?
Why did you tell me how to do a special move?
because it's a dick move not to tell you.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, because same thing happened when you play as Batgirl that one time, and I was like, no,
Yeah.
I've got to tell you how to do it. It's not fair almost. And I like,
Yeah.
fucking missed that. I was
I
like,
missed that one. I am.
was like, this one, like, yes, I can hold you back.
You can
Get
hold
back,
him off.
Get back, I say. Get back.
Just keep holding out there, George. You can
I'm
do
at
it.
you.
You
That
can
was
do
the
it.
point that, yeah, when
Oh no!
I fucking missed with that helicopter, I was like, no, he's gonna get me.
Yeah.
Woo!
So congratulations
Here
to
lies
Story.
Hawk Girl.
Champion.
You mashed me in my own fucking game.
I mashed you good, boy. Like some potatoes.
You beat me twice, actually. You beat me earlier, didn't you? So
Yeah.
Yes, I.
with
did.
with one of my favorite characters.
And
Sad times.
so it shall be known forevermore that Story is the champion of injustice.
Until
Until next time.
If we play next time, I'm definitely not gonna win.
Champion.
I almost had a clean sweep as well. If I took down Ty, I would have been an undisputed champion,
Yeah.
undefeated. But you can't have it perfect.
You've got it all, except for that.
You gotta build up to your undefeated status though.
Well, no, actually, undefeated statuses have started pretty much straight away.
No, you gotta build up to them.
Wow.
Shut up. My logic is sound.
We hope that you've enjoyed the Hall of Just Us, because weirdly the show also involves you, the fans. You gotta get in touch.
Oh, we've had so much fun.
Oh, ooh, we'd love to hear from you. So
We've had great fun. We hope you have too.
indeed. So be sure to hit subscribe, and so you can find out about our future videos as they come out, and you can also follow us on Twitter at the Hall of Just Us, where we'll be posting up videos and maybe some crazy remarks in the future. Ooh, we're silly.
So crazy.
Whatever tickles our fancy.
Indeed. So, get following, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
In the Hall of Justice.